Hi, it's Christiana Gaudet with more answers to your questions about tarot. Today's question comes from Eric. Eric is a fairly new professional tarot reader, and his question is deceptively simple. Eric wants to know if it's always best to trust your intuition when tarot reading. Now, the obvious answer, the snap answer that we would all give is yes, of course. Trust your intuition. But here's the deeper answer. How do you really know what your intuition's voice is? How do you separate out the voice of your intuition from all the other voices? Yes, it's true. As readers, we have to be intuitive, and I would say as conscious people, we have to be intuitive. I believe that our intuition is always working, always functioning, and I think it's like one of those computer programs that just sort of runs under the surface, so we're not even really aware of it. We're just in tune with it, and our intuition just keeps us from making lots of mistakes, keeps us safe, and we don't even really notice. It just guides us gently. That's what intuition does all the time for most of us. But when we are professional readers, when we are really trying to do conscious daily living, we check in with our intuition. We don't wait for the intuition to come to us. We check in. We ask it questions, and we're more active in dealing with our intuition. Now, we've all had the experiences of having our intuition tell us something, not listening to it, and regretting. Certainly. We've also had the experience of knowing, of believing something to be true, knowing that it's our intuition and having it be flat out wrong. That's because we could not tell the difference between fear, anger, being judgmental, having an opinion, desire. We couldn't tell the difference between those things and intuition. So, of course, always listen to your intuition, but work to develop your intuition. Work to learn the difference between the voice of anxiety, the voice of fear, the voice of logic, and the voice of intuition. Work on that, and also work on detachment. Part of the problem with intuition is that we are often attached to outcomes. The more we release our attachment, the more we stay in a place of calm detachment, the more our intuitive voice will speak to us clearly. So as long as we're willing to work to silence the voices, or at least separate out the voices that are not intuition, as long as we're willing to really listen to our intuition, then yes, of course, always listen to intuition. In a tarot reading, intuition can help us tell the story that we see in the cards. Intuition can draw our eyes to one part of a card to give us insight. Intuition can help us know what questions to ask. Intuition can help us to know, out of many possible meanings for a card, what's most appropriate at this moment. Intuition can bring other ideas and thoughts into our mind as we're doing the reading, things that give us helpful information. I think it's dangerous when we are tarot readers and decide that we don't need to study the cards because we can just rely on our intuition. The more we know the cards, the better our intuition will work. Those things are not mutually exclusive, intuition and interpretation. They go together.